Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Solana. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump into the TA. So taking a look at Solana on the daily chart, man, it's not looking that good. Obviously, the FTX FUD has really showed Solana's weakness is that it's exposed to way too many different venture funds and exchanges. So obviously, FTX held a large chunk of Solana's tokens, and obviously that's you can see that by the price. So if you're holding Solana, God bless you. I never held Solana. I didn't like Solana. I don't like the way it's centralized. You literally need millions of dollars to set up a staking node. It literally goes against, decentralization. Let's see what kind of support levels we have here. So you can see we have 3 support blocks and a yellow trend line. So let's break all of these down and see what kind of support levels we should be eyeballing here. So based on these support blocks, we can see where the price might end up. And right now, it looks like we're going to be losing our first support block, which is anywhere from $18 to 20 cents to $12.05. So we're about to start losing that, and we're already very, very overextended from the 20 EMA. So I would assume we're going to be getting some sort of a relief rally relatively soon. We may see a back test of the upper area here of the now resistance block. We might come back down from there, right? We're just going to print a lower high here. That's also possible. We have the 20 EMA here that could reject us back down. So if you're looking for a cheeky little swing trade, you might want to enter now and potentially sell off the 20 EMA. But if you want to be really technical about it, you can obviously draw some sort of a falling wedge here, right? You can draw some sort of a falling wedge here and say we're gonna see a break to the upside, and we might see a retest of $17. Yes, that is possible. We may see that, but still, I wouldn't be risking it right now, especially with the situation with FTX. So, in cases like this, it's best to stay away from Solana or from projects like these who are exposed to this FUD, because if there is a chance you can make money, there is also a very good chance you're going to lose that money. And I know you can say that for any crypto, but in this specific situation, it's really not in your favor, right? Because if you get more bearish news about FTX, that could definitely impact Solana's price. So just be careful with that. And if you're still holding Solana, I don't think this is going to kill the project entirely. And if the team really know what they're doing, and the team decides to kind of focus more on their technology rather than selling phones and shoes, then I think that the project is going to survive, and we might see new all-time highs during the next bull market. But let's see how this goes through. If you have a bunch of Solana tokens, I would say just stake them, and I wouldn't be worried that much. This is not going to kill the project, but it's definitely not good for the project. So the next support block that we have below here is anywhere from $9.85 to $7.66. Now, this support block is based off of a swing high and a swing low, obviously. So this swing high was printed here February 2021, and the swing low was printed in February of 2021 as well. So this was a little trading range we had here, resistance, support level, and a break to the upside. So this is why this support block is quite important. So we may see this block hold us when we continue dropping down, or we might just bounce off of the top of the block and just continue our way, and that would be the bottom of the bear market. But I don't think this is the bottom of the bear market just yet. It does seem like Bitcoin wants to retest, $14,000, $13,000, 800, around those levels. If that happens, I think Solana is going to absolutely, obviously go to $7 at least, I think, in my opinion, or at least, retest this support block. Next up, what we have is we have a very strong, uptrend here in January. So really, we went parabolic here in January, February, March, May. So the fact that we're dropping pretty quickly here isn't really a big surprise because there isn't a lot of support levels here to hold us up. Yes, we have these support blocks, but these support blocks are made of trading ranges, or 7-day trading ranges. This is not a lot by any stretch of the imagination. So this is why you're dumping, and if you start losing the next support block, I would be eyeballing this support level at $4.88. Yes, we're talking about $4.88 per Solana token in 2022. I know it's crazy, and if the price ends up this low, I think that's going to be an amazing opportunity to get into Solana for anyone who wants and who likes the project and who wants to get involved with the team. Now that support level is there because this is the high that we printed here in September of 2020 when the project launched. You had the pump and then you had the drop to the downside, and from there you started doing crazy things, obviously. So that is sort of your bear market bottom scenario, that potentially what could hold us if we see a strong capitulation. Below that we have our next support block, believe it or not. Yes, another support block from $4.04 to $2.60. Same thing, 7-day trading range here. We have a high January 2021, and we have a low in January 11th and January 23rd. So basically 10-day trading range. That's how you have that support and resistance level, which creates this support block. So yeah, these are the levels to look out for. We're not even going to talk about the potential resistance levels for now because I don't think there's any point in doing that. What I will say is that if you're looking for a bullish signal, I would probably take a look at these trend lines here and wait until we start breaking these diagonal resistance trend lines, okay? Because if we start doing that, that's a bullish sign, okay? That is a starting point. That's something, because if you're breaking a major resistance level, that shows that there is strength in the bulls, and we might break the trend altogether. But until that happens, we're simply going to be printing lower highs and lower lows. So that's regarding the daily chart. If we go back to our RSI here, you can see that we're actually dropping back down to our support level. Perfect bounce from this trend line that I gave you back a couple of weeks ago, I think. So we saw a retest here in January, a retest in May, and a retest right now in November. So perfect entry point here. Obviously, the price wasn't as low as it is right now when we had that initial bounce. But this goes to show that these RSI support levels do work indeed, because if you entered off of that RSI support level, you could have had a nice 45% move to the upside. So if you say that that's not enough in a bear market, then I think you're too greedy, my friend. And obviously we dropped out of this channel up pattern, which is very typical for these channel up patterns. You typically just drop to the downside out of it, or you lose it. And for now, what we could expect potentially is another backtest of resistance here of the channel's previous support, and then we might come back down to retest 24 on the index on the RSI. So that's based off of the RSI and what we have here, because you can't be going in this channel pattern forever. Obviously, something's got to give, and usually if it's a channel up pattern, you break to the downside. So hopefully that was a thorough breakdown for the Solana support levels that we're eyeballing here. Like I said, I don't hate the project. It's just that I think there is a whole lot of bunch of more better projects, basically, where I can put my money into, where I can, feel, where I know that the team is actually working on something, and they're working on their technology rather than trying to sell me some sort of phone or Solana shoes, whatever. So yeah, I think that's something to consider. And other than that, thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section, and feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Patreon. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.